What's up, y'all? Great day. It's Sergio, aka Soldier the Great. Today I'm just coming with I got a message and a slight story for y'all. My message is just stay open to, new experiences and being able to communicate and interact with different people, right? Today I had a cool experience that wasn't only beneficial for me, but the other people involved too. But I went to grab something to eat from the Western Market in D.C. Near Foggy Bottom, right? And I've been there a couple times within the past month since I discovered this place. Y'all, this place is fucking amazing. Like, it's a food hall, but on the outside it looks like just regular storefront, like restaurants. It's restaurants that's attached to it. As you see from the outside, they got outside seating and stuff like that. And it's a converted like apartment building or like row house building, right? So if you're from the area, you know what those look like from the outside. So just imagine one of those from the outside, but the whole inside gutted out, and it's been turned into a restaurant, a restaurant hub, right? It's like 10 plus restaurants in there. It's a bakery, all type of shit. There's CVS in that zone, all type of shit. Boom. So I wanted to go get something to eat from Falafel Inc. Right, it's one of my little spots. Y'all go check them out. Go fuck with them. And they got them all over the DMV, but that's the one I went to, Western Market. So I go in that zone. I go sit down. Now the place is packed. Like, there's a bunch of people work here. It's all type of professional people work here. People that work in the area, cause it's a hospital, a school, and all in the same area. A bunch of government buildings. The White House is a couple blocks down. So boom, it's packed. So I go sit down next to this Latina lady. She's sitting at a table, like one of them tables, like it's 4 seats. So I sit at the seat diagonally from. Boom. We sitting there, I'm chilling, I'm eating, minding my business. She minding her business in her phone. So long story short, boom, she get up, she leave. So then 3 Caucasian boys walk up, and I say boys because they really are boys. They was like between the ages of like 12 and 10 or something like that, right? I say. So they walk up, they standing like next to the table, deliberating, whether like where else they can sit, and if they should sit here, whatever like that. So they get my attention. They like, hey, excuse me, can we sit here? I'm like, yeah, I'll go ahead. Boom, they sitting there, they getting their food, they getting comfortable, whatever, chilling. I'm chilling. I'm just in my phone. I'm editing pictures and just doing a bunch of whatever else I'm doing. Chilling though. So the one that's sitting next to me, right directly next to me, he got a bottle coat, like a glass bottle coat, and he's struggling to open it. He's struggling to open it. So, I make a comment. I'm like, I got my headphones on and all that, y'all. I'm really in my own world, but it's just I'm outside of like my traumatized old self. I'm very outgoing. Like, I'm very socially aware. I'm all that type of shit. I'm just one with the universe, one with my environment. Boom. So he's struggling to open this bottle. I'm like, man, you gotta put some muscle into it, little bro. And he give me the nigga. He give me the side eye of the century, y'all. He like, man, he ain't say it like that. We like, I don't think I was talking to you. Me one of them type of sounds. I'm like, well, I already said what I said. I already said it, and it's true. So his friends laughed, they giggled at the joke or whatever like that. But I ain't really push on forward with it. I just left it at that. So they get it settled. They get it figured out. The one sitting across from him is like they leader, in a sense. He little. He like in size. He little, but he the most communicative, the most talkative. And not just because he's the most talkative is why I'm saying the leader, but just his whole demeanor. right? He they leader or that little group or whatever. So he the one that get the bottle open. He was struggling a bit too. He tried to use a coin, like a quarter, a nickel or something like that to try to open it. I'm just steady like looking up, peeking, or peeking to see what's going on and shit like that, looking what's going on, watching. So then he used like a keychain or something, like a key or something like that to open the joint. Boom, he get it open. Wow. So boom, all right. So the little boy that's sitting next to me, he side-eyed me. Like he keep on side-eyeing me though. Like he keep giving me, you know what I'm saying, like one of them type jokes. And the second time he did it, I'm like, what's up, little bro? Like, what's up? What's on your mind? What you want to say? What you want to communicate? He like, nothing. I'm like, it's something. You keep side-eyeing me. You keep looking, looking at me at the side of your eye. Like, it's something that's on your mind that you want to say. You can say it if you want. And I'm like, but, also, you don't have to sit here either, though. If you have a problem with me or anything that I'm doing, you don't have to sit right here. And the one that's sitting directly across from him, he like, well, you said we could sit right here. Right? He said, you said we could sit right here, so we can sit right here. I'm like, yeah, you right. But if it's something on your mind to say, if you bothered by something, like, speak up, say what's on your mind. You know what I'm saying? You can communicate, it's alright. And the little one that's across from me, he like, well, we were talking about Dungeons and Dragons. We was talking about something about Dungeons and Dragons, and that's like a little role-playing board game type joint. Like, I ain't never played it, but I've heard about it throughout the years. You know what I'm saying? It's like a nerdy game. You know what I'm saying? But I took the opportunity to be like, okay, well, I ain't never played that, y'all, but have you heard of this game? I named RuneScape. That's a game I grew up playing. I've been playing that game on and off for 20 years, you know what I'm saying? That's a nerd game too. Now, the one that I was talking to directly, he ain't never played, but the one that was sitting next to him, he was like, well, I ain't never played, but I've heard of that game though. Woo woo. And then the one that was sitting next to me, he ain't say nothing. He's silent, he mute. Y'all, like his body, he is so uncomfortable. But he with his friends, so he's not gonna get up and leave necessarily. But he's sitting like as far as away from me in his chair as possible. Got his leg crossed over the oven and all that shit. Like he just, you know what I'm saying? Body language, he uncomfortable. But okay, boom. So then I'm like, okay, well, have y'all heard of Magic the Gathering? I mentioned that game, and they're like, yeah, we play that, woo woo. I'm like, okay, cool. I used to play it on my phone. And they're like, yeah, that's cool, woo woo. So left it at that. I went back, put my headphones back on, I go back to my whatever I'm doing. So we probably sitting around each other like 30 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, like somewhere around there in total. But so the little dude next to me, he side-eyed me again. But I ain't see it this time. The one that I've been talking to on and off the whole time, the leader, he mentioned it, and not even to me necessarily, but he just said it out loud like as a joke. He like, you side-eyeing him again? Well, that's what I heard him. Matter of fact, I ain't even had no music playing. I just had my headphones on. So I heard him say that. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, man, look, it's cool, it's alright, I get it. I don't even remember what I said to him at that point, y'all. But, long story short, it was a cool experience, though. It was funny. It was a cool experience, though. It just showed that you can interact with anybody and it be a teachable moment and or an enjoyable experience. You can connect with others, no matter the ethnic background, nationality, your skin color, your size, your age, whatever like that. You can connect with others and have mutually respectful experiences that, you know, you can relate. You can have disagreements, all in the same bubble, all in the same field, all in the same experience, and it'd be cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause the one that was sitting next to me, he ended up getting up and like walking off with another one of their friends from the group. Cause it was, I don't know how many of them it was, but they was on a field trip from somewhere. And he got up and walked off. So when I get up and I'm leaving now, you know, I tell him like, you know, it was nice meeting y'all. Have a great rest of the day. You know, they looked at it like, yeah, nice meeting you too. Have a great day. Went on by their business. But that was my cool experience for the day, y'all. And my message of be open and stay open to having these experiences. Because if this was like months, I used to say months, but like years ago and all that shit, when I was in my shell, like that shit probably would have went different. Like I probably wouldn't have said shit to them at all. I probably would have just sat there in my own little, I might not even have been in that space where I was at, to be honest, bro. Just because of how many people was in there and all that shit like that, right? So continue to take steps out of your comfort zone and be comfortable in the uncomfortable of life. That's where all the greatness happens in life. The greatness don't just happen where you comfortable at. The greatness happens outside of that bubble. You step into the wild of the world and you learn how to navigate and maneuver, right? But as long as you being yourself and, you know, you being respectful of others, you cool. It's gonna be lit. Have fun.